My girlfriend said it's not cheating. It was an emotional affair. It doesn't count. I said okay, I see. Then I had an emotional conversation with a lawyer. When the legal papers arrived, I discovered my girlfriend's emotional affair the stupidest way possible. She left her laptop open on the kitchen counter while she went to shower. I wasn't snooping, just wanted to check the weather, but there it was. Facebook Messenger open to a conversation with some guy named Damien. Can't stop thinking about last night's call. Your voice. Stop it. You're making me blush at work. When can we talk again? I need to hear you. Tonight after Connor goes to his gaming thing. That's me, Connor, the boyfriend who goes to gaming night every Thursday with my buddies. I scrolled up. 3 months of messages daily, good morning texts, late night phone calls, him sending her songs that reminded him of her or telling him about our relationship problems. Problems I didn't even know we had. The shower turned off. I closed the laptop, went back to making coffee like nothing happened. Morning, babe. Haley chirped, towel drying her hair. You're up early. Yeah. Couldn't sleep. Weird dreams. She kissed my cheek. Ah, poor baby. I'll make pancakes. I watched her move around the kitchen humming. 3 years together, living together for one. Planning to propose next month, had the ring already. Hey, who's Damien? I asked casually. She dropped the spatula. What? Damien saw the name pop up on your messenger when I walked by your laptop. Oh, she recovered quickly. Just a coworker. We're on a project together. Cool. What kind of project? Super boring analytics stuff. You wouldn't be interested. Except Haley worked in HR. What analytics project needs HR? That evening I did go to gaming night, but I left early, said I felt sick. Parked down the street and waited. At 9 p.m. right on schedule, I saw her through our living room window. On the couch with her phone, smiling like a teenager. She talked for 2 hours. 2 hours. When we talked on the phone, I got maybe 10 minutes before she said she was tired. I drove around for a bit, came home at my usual time. She was in bed pretending to sleep. Friday I called in sick to work. As soon as Haley left, I did what I had to do. Not proud of it, but I needed to know. Her iPad was logged into everything. iMessage synced. The texts were worse than I thought. Not sexual exactly, but intimate. Deep. They shared fears, dreams, inside jokes. She told him things she'd never told me. He called her his angel. She called him her sanctuary. One exchange hit different. Haley, sometimes I wonder what would have happened if I'd met you first. Damien, we both know what would have happened. Stop. I can't think about that. It's not fair to Connor, Damien. Is it fair to him that you're with him when your heart is elsewhere? My heart isn't, it's complicated. Is it though? She didn't answer that one. I screenshot everything, emailed it to myself, then I made an appointment with a lawyer for Monday. Not for anything dramatic. We weren't married, but we had shared assets, lease agreements, joint purchases. I needed to know my options. Weekend was torture. Haley noticed I was quiet, but I blamed work stress. She was extra affectionate. Guilty conscience probably. Saturday night she made my favorite dinner. We watched a movie. She cuddled into me and I felt nothing like holding a stranger. Love you. She murmured. Yeah. You too. She sat up. You okay? You've been weird all week. Just thinking about stuff. What stuff? Life, relationships, emotional connections. She went very still. What about them? Just wondering what makes a relationship real, you know. Physical intimacy, emotional intimacy, both obviously. So if someone had deep emotional intimacy with someone else but not physical, that would still be, are you asking me something? Her voice was sharp now. Nope. Just philosophical thoughts. She relaxed. You're so weird sometimes. You love it. I do. But did she or did Damien get that privilege now? Update 1: Monday's lawyer meeting was enlightening. Since we weren't married and kept finances mostly separate, extraction would be clean. The lease was tricky. Both are named 6 months left, but he gave me options. That evening Haley was practically glowing. Good day? I asked. The best. That project I mentioned. Huge breakthrough today. The one with Damien. Her smile flickered. Among others. Yeah. You should invite him over for dinner. I'd like to meet this project partner. Oh, he's really busy. Plus it would be weird mixing work and personal. But you mix work and personal all the time. Didn't you go to Ashley's birthday last month? That's different. How? She was getting flustered. It just is. Why are you being weird about this? I'm not. Just trying to know your life better. She kissed me. You know everything important. Tuesday I worked late. Actually worked needed the distraction. When I got home at 10 p.m. Haley was on the couch, phone in hand, quickly ending a call. Hey. Didn't hear you come in. Who was that? Just my mom. At 10 p.m. She's having insomnia issues, wanted to chat. I pulled out my phone, called her mom, put it on speaker. Hey Deb. Sorry to call so late. Connor. No worries. I'm watching Netflix. What's up? Haley said you were having trouble sleeping. My mom swears by this melatonin brand. Want me to send you some? Trouble sleeping? No. I've been out like a light lately, but thank you, sweetie. I hung up. Looked at Haley. Her face was white. Must have misunderstood. Connor, I'm going to bed. Wednesday morning she tried to act normal. Made breakfast, chatted about weekend plans. I played along, waiting. That night I didn't go to gaming, told the guys I needed a break. Instead I came home early with flowers. Surprise, thought we could have a date night. She looked panicked. Oh, but I was going to yoga. Skip it. I made reservations at that Italian place you love. She couldn't refuse without looking suspicious. At dinner I was the perfect boyfriend. Attentive, funny, romantic. She kept checking her phone until I asked her to put it away. Let's be present, you know, just us. She agreed but looked miserable. Kept glancing at her silent phone like it might explode. You seem distracted, I noted. Just work stuff. The project? Yeah. Tell me about it. What kind of analytics does HR need? She launched into some made-up nonsense about employee satisfaction metrics. I nodded along. Sounds like you and Damien make a good team. We're compatible work-wise. Just work-wise. She met my eyes. What's that supposed to mean? Nothing. Just an observation. Back home she immediately went to shower. I heard her phone buzz, checked it. Damien, everything okay? You disappeared. Getting worried. Damien, Haley, please respond. I'm calling if you don't answer in 10. I deleted the messages. Let him worry. When she came out she grabbed her phone casually. I watched her face change as she saw no messages. She opened Messenger. Damien was typing. Damien, thank God you're okay. Why didn't you answer? She glanced at me, then typed back. Sorry. Unexpected dinner. Can't talk tonight. When can we talk? I need to hear your voice. Tomorrow. I promise. She put the phone down, smiled at me. Movie. Sure. Thursday came. Gaming night. I left as usual but parked at my buddy's place 2 streets over. At exactly 8:30 I walked back into our apartment. Haley was on the couch, phone to ear, laughing. You're so bad. I can't believe you said that to your boss. She saw me. Froze. I'll call you back. She hung up. Forgot my wallet, I said calmly. Oh, okay. I grabbed it from the counter. Who was that? Work friend. Damien. She lifted her chin. Yes. Actually, we were discussing the project. Sounded pretty funny for analytics. We can't joke about work. I sat down across from her. Haley. I know. Know what? About your emotional affair. She actually laughed. Emotional affair? Are you serious? I'm not having an affair. 3 months of daily messages, late night calls, can't stop thinking about your voice. You're my sanctuary. Ring any bells? The color drained from her face. You went through my messages. They were right there. That's a violation of privacy. Is it worse than lying to my face for 3 months? She stood up pacing. It's not an affair. We've never even kissed. So that makes it okay. It's not cheating. It's just we connected as friends. It doesn't count. Doesn't count. Interesting. So if I had a female friend I talked to every day, told all our relationship issues to, stayed up late calling, told her I wished I'd met her first, that wouldn't count. That's different. How? Because we haven't done anything physical. It's just talking. About how you wish you'd met him first, about how your heart is elsewhere. She went silent. I saw it all, Haley. Every message. Update 2. She broke down crying, but not sorry tears. Angry tears. You had no right. Those were private conversations. Private conversations about our relationship with another man who calls you his angel. It's not like that. Damien understands me. He listens. When's the last time you really listened to me? Every day, but apparently I don't count anymore. See, this is why I talk to him. You're being dramatic. I'm being dramatic. You've been having an emotional affair for 3 months and I'm dramatic. It's not an affair. She screamed. God, why can't you understand? Nothing physical happened. Okay. I see. She stopped. You see? Yeah. You're right. It's not cheating, just emotional connection. She looked suspicious. Really? Really? I overreacted. Oh, thank God. I thought I would never actually cheat on you. I know. Hey, I'm gonna go back to gaming. We good? She hugged me. Yes. I love you. And I'll dial back the friendship with Damien if it bothers you. Whatever you think is best. I left, but not for gaming. I went to meet with a property manager about an apartment I'd viewed online. Put down a deposit that night. Friday, I took a sick day. While Haley was at work, I started packing. Just my stuff, clothes, electronics, personal items, everything I'd bought. Left all the shared stuff. Then I texted my buddy Jake. Me need your truck tomorrow. Moving some stuff. Everything okay? Me will be. That evening Haley came home chatty, so I talked to Damien. Explained that you were uncomfortable. He totally gets it. We're gonna keep things professional. Good. He actually felt bad, said he never meant to cause problems. Noble of him. She cooked dinner, talking about weekend plans, movie tickets she wanted to buy, trip to the farmer's market. Sounds nice. I agreed to everything. Saturday morning she went to yoga. Real yoga this time. Jake arrived with his truck and 3 other friends. Boys' weekend. Jake asked. Permanent relocation. We loaded everything in 2 hours. I left the furniture. Most was hers anyway. Took only what was undeniably mine. Left 3 things on the counter. 1, screenshots of her messages with Damien. 2, a copy of my lease termination. I'd paid the penalty. 3, a note. The note read, "You're right. It wasn't cheating. Just an emotional connection, more important than our 3-year relationship. I'm having an emotional conversation with a lawyer about our shared assets. Good luck with Damien." My phone started blowing up at 11:47 a.m. 23 calls, 46 texts, I read none of them. Final update. Stayed at Jake's for a week while my new place got sorted. Haley went through the entire playbook. Day 1, 2, panic and rage. Voicemails calling me immature, cowardly, pathetic. How dare I leave without talking to her? How dare I involve lawyers? Day 3, 4, bargaining. She'd completely cut off Damien. She'd go to couples therapy. Sad it was just a friendship that got out of hand. Please come home. Day 5 to 6, the guilt trips. How could I throw away 3 years? How could I abandon her with the full rent? Her mom was so disappointed in me. Day 7, the threat. If I didn't come back, she'd tell everyone what really happened, how I was controlling and jealous, how I invaded her privacy and left her over texts. Go ahead. I finally texted back. Tell everyone you had an emotional affair and I left. See how that plays out. She did. Posted some vague Facebook status about how controlling partners who can't handle platonic friendships are toxic. I posted the screenshots. Amazing how fast public opinion shifts when people see. I wonder what would have happened if I'd met you first, and is it fair to him that you're with him when your heart is elsewhere? Her post disappeared within hours. The apartment situation got messy. She couldn't afford it alone but had 4 months left on the lease. Tried to get me to pay half. Lawyer shut that down. I'd paid the termination penalty for my portion. Then came the interesting part. Remember how she told Damien she'd dial back the friendship? Yeah. She didn't. 2 weeks after I left, a woman named Serena messaged me on Facebook. You don't know me, but I think we need to talk. I'm Damien's girlfriend. Plot twist. Damien had a whole girlfriend of 2 years living together. Serena found their messages after Haley started calling him crying about me leaving. She was devastated. We compared notes. Damien had told Haley he was single, told Serena that Haley was just a coworker with a crush he was handling professionally. I gave Serena everything. Every screenshot, every timeline. She dumped him publicly. Tagged both him and Haley in the breakup post. Turns out their company had a strict policy about relationships affecting the workplace. HR got involved. Neither got fired, but Damien got transferred to another department. Haley got a formal warning. Without me or Serena, they tried to make it work. Lasted exactly 3 weeks before Damien decided he wasn't ready for a relationship and needed to work on himself. Haley tried reaching out one more time last month. Long email about how she understood now how the emotional affair was real and wrong, how she destroyed us for nothing. I didn't respond. What was there to say? She ended up breaking the lease, moving back with her parents. Last I heard, she was in therapy working on understanding her patterns. Good for her, I guess. Me. I love my new apartment. Started dating again, being upfront about boundaries this time. Found someone who thinks emotional intimacy with your partner should be the priority, not something you outsource to randoms who slide into your DMs. Funny thing about emotional affairs, don't count, they count exactly as much as physical ones when it comes to destroying trust. Haley learned that the hard way. The legal papers, just a notice of lease termination and asset division, nothing dramatic. But when someone thinks they can have their emotional cake and eat it too, sometimes paperwork speaks louder than words. She was right about one thing though, it wasn't technically cheating. It was just choosing someone else over your partner every single day for 3 months. Somehow that's worse.